Hey, Grant Wooldridge here with Wooldridge Boats. We're at Lake Washington in Seattle, about to give you a walkthrough of a very cool 30-foot Super Sport offshore pilot house. Let's check it out. Hey all, well, here's the bow of our boat. Cool feature you just saw me come out of there is a Wooldridge exclusive gull wing hatch. So getting in and out is made easy. Steps coming up, steps coming down, little gas shocks, makes it awesome. We can get to our bow pulpit with ladder for getting off on the beach and doing clamming, or if we need to deal with the anchor. Really cool. Show you some other features of our bow, which I know you've seen before, which always nice. Nice big area up here. Lumar winch, free fall, nice anchor. This customer wanted big bow rails, feel real secure up here. Well, you can see a great view of our front windshield. Standard is the 3-piece. We also do an optional 2-piece front windshield. It's total preference, no right or wrong. Nice high quality bolt-in windows, pantograph windshield wipers, all standard. Zolatone paint with clear coat, that's all standard on the Pilothouse. All comes standard with a radar box. But as an option, you can go to something like this with a brow. Just gives it kind of a neat look. People like it. LED, go light, remote controlled from our dash. Another view, backside of the brow, access port to get to any wiring, trumpet horn, LED navigation lights, GPS antenna, satellite antenna, Evinrude antenna, VHF antenna. We use blue see-through hull, so everything's sealed very nice. Structure on the roof there, if you're wondering, is for the customer would like to put a life raft, an inflatable life raft that deploys in case of emergency, etc. So we welded structure on that will specifically fit the cage that holds his life raft. So very cool. Strong roof, it's arched starboard to port, fore, aft, and so that makes it very strong without having to use unnecessary structure. We use formed angles and also overlapping pieces that give us the strength without unnecessary weight, but also build in cable runs inside, which of course you can't see, but they are there. So very strong, lightweight, neat looking roof. See the interior of the transom, nice walk-through door, optional locking storage doors, which on the inside is the backbone of a lot of our wiring electronics. There's other portions in the boat, but your pumps, fuel water separators, gas tank fittings, that's all accessible through the storage doors, which are locking. Nice cutting board, dual lid, transom sink. This is all standard. This customer has a washdown in here. They also have a spigot elsewhere to connect washdown. Standard in the Pilothouse is a self-bailing fishing deck. 2 big fish boxes under the floor, which can be used for fish or fenders or rope or whatever you like. Also standard in our boat is a full-length locking rod lockers. If you've seen before, run your rods all the way up. They do not stop at the cabin wall, but run all the way. You don't have to break them down. This boat is set up and wired for 4 downriggers. 2 comes standard in the boat. This one's set up for 4, so he's got a plate and power for 1 on each side of the boat here, and also at the back. Of course, we have our stereo, which is very important. Small tray with rubber in the bottom above the rod lockers for trinkets, etc., fish bunker scents. Step folding to get in and out. Another spigot. This one's connected to fresh water. They have a 25-gallon freshwater tank under the floor. So they have fresh water here and at their sink inside the cabin. Rear helm with all the goodies. Steered for the engines, of course. Full controls for the main engines. So we can have control back here if we're trolling for tuna, whatever you like. Sometimes you need a little bit more oomph than the kicker, and usually tuna would be that case. Start and stop for the main engines also has kicker controls. And we also have a touch troll for the kicker, so we can dial in, fine tune our trolling speed and RPM. GPS for the rear helm, it's tied into the front, so all of our things that are networked, such as radar, transducers, stereo, etc., all controlled from the rear helm. Secondary VHF. It's not the position you want to find yourself in on a boat, because usually bad things happen. But anyhow, I'm just going to show you a few things here. So that is self-explanatory. But this one we have an electric pump. So instead of having to pump it like our standard toilet, this one electrically flushes, has a built-in macerator, dumps down into the holding tank, and then we can pump overboard with this key, which I'm not going to do right now. This customer requested a diamond plate floor with a drain so they can do a sun shower of some type inside of here and shower off, which is important when you're stinky. So numerous ways to cook in this boat. The Wallace diesel cooktop. Nordic DT is the model. When the lid folds down, there's a squirrel cage fan, blows dry air into the cabin. So its byproduct is it's a heater, but mainly it's something we're going to cook on top of. It does boil water. There is multiple little deals like this that hook up and you can contain a pan so it's not sliding all over the place. So got a nice sink with folding lids so that we don't lose counter space when we're not using the sink. You can fold that down. Works good. Of course, the all-important energy juice, coffee, for all those out there who need to have it. I sometimes do, but my wife needs it more. Microwave, gonna cook up them nice little Hot Pockets and Tostito pizza rolls, you're good to go. So this is unique and requested on this boat. Ice maker, very cool. So some people have a cooler, some people have an actual ice box, some have a refrigerator, freezer. Ice maker. So there we go. We can keep making ice. Now, of course, we need water to make ice. Both of our sink, our ice maker, and the freshwater spigot we have on the back of deck are connected to a 25-gallon freshwater tank beneath the floor. So that's where we get the ability to make ice. Shore power panel controls everything in the boat, from inverters, charging systems, battery switches. You don't have to reach under the transom to turn on and off battery switches. These are controlled remotely. Of course, when we're plugged into shore power or a generator, you can control what it is running, what we're charging, or if we need to use our inverter, which this boat has a Victron inverter and isolation transformer down underneath the countertop. This customer wanted a little coat closet. They had it in the last boat we built for them, so extended 1 foot here and then full width, and inside we've got coat hooks. We have hanger spots, so just a place to put some jackets that's not in the open. Normally this would all be an open area and you can hang them on the rear wall, but they wanted to enclose it. Gives you a nice little place to put something above. Port side of the cabin, you have our dinette with the flip-flop backrest. Extends down, you have a 7.5 foot bed, comfy spot to be. Dubro rod holders, so we've got rod holders in the ceiling on this boat. This is the third boat we've tried this particular brand on. I really like them. They're adjustable. We can have all butt ends at one side or reverse like we have it here. Any way you like it. Our grab handle, that's standard. This particular boat has a GFCI plug at the back, rear of the side tray for future add of a TV, and a GFCI plug down below the table for laptop, coffee makers on this side, whatever you need to charge up while we're sitting at the table. Okay, main helm, it's where you make everything happen, obviously. So, hydraulic steering, this customer wanted tilt. It's kind of fun, kind of handy. Nice touch screen. This comes standard with the Evinrude G2 system. Again, Blue Sea switch panel. It's how we control everything in the boat, or at least a lot of the main things here in the cabin, but we use Blue Sea. There's multiple places in this boat that have switch panels. This is one of them. Nice Garmin system. 12-inch XSV. This one happens to be a 74-12 XSV. 76-12 XSV has all your standard mapping. Go light controls, on and off, zoom around, light up your friends. This is connected to the Fusion stereo and full Garmin system. We can connect our phones, iPhones, Android phones, whatever, play our music list, charge them, all the good stuff. Autopilot controls, engage our autopilot, turn our autopilot, etc., etc. Drop our winch, or drop our anchor connected to our winch. This controls the winch, dropping the anchor. Start and stop for main engines, main key switch. Lenco trim tabs with LED indicator shows us where each tab is located. So this is our iDock system by BRP Evinrude. It's your joystick system where the engines turn separately from each other. They have their both individual steering, power steering pumps. So basically this in many cases replaces a bow thruster. A bow thruster could still be used and be an asset, but this gets you much closer than not having one. So when we push to the port side, the boat will drive to the port side. When we push the starboard side, the boat will drive to the starboard side. And then you have a boost also. You can spin the boat. We can explain more details on how this actually works, but the engines separate from each other, one in reverse, one in forward, and adjust accordingly to get us to go the direction we're trying to drive it. So, big kid video game on the water. Here we go. Have our little fan here. It oscillates. We can stop it. We can run it. We can turn it on and off from down below. Fusion control, which is our stereo, which is also controlled from the main display if you like. Nice speakers, but we can do anything you like. Plenty of room for mounting other components up inside of here. So all comes off, easy cable run access. That's one thing a lot of people like who like to play around in their boat afterwards and add more goodies. Ritchie backlit compass, welded lip, so everything they store up here on this rubber won't come off. Nice grab handle for your friends who won't sit down in their seats and want to stand next to you the whole time you're running. USB and 12-volt charging. This is the controller for the planar diesel furnace. BK Marine in Anchorage will take care of you on that. Brian Karchinski is the man, and this is a nice furnace, diesel or kerosene. We have defrost up here and main cabin heat. Down in the all-important cuddy, nice place to nap, take a sleep. These cushions fill in where I'm sitting, and you have a full bed. You can do 3 or 4 inch thick cushions. We also have bed extensions that bring the cushions all the way back to the driver and passenger seats. This is something the customer requested. It's a removable little bulkhead wall. He just wanted to separate his feet from the cushions when he's running. But then if this is removed, he can extend cushions to make a big bed. We do welded in walls, you've probably seen. We do no walls as a standard, or, well, in this case, a removable wall. There's another duct you can see for heating up the cuddy, and there's a little LED light dude in here. Nice access right out the gull-wing door. You can see our steps. Nice, easy way to get up and out the front. Here's our main seat. There's numerous options. Standard is a basic pedestal. There's numerous upgrades. This being one of them is an airwave suspension seat. It's aluminum, it's light, it's compact, doesn't take a big footprint in the boat. It has a airbag for initial impact and a gas shock that's adjustable for the rest of it. Showing you there just so you can see a little view of it. Nice Bentley seat. Up on a riser, we can do it where it's just all the way down to the floor and you can stand in front. This one is just seating. There's lots of storage underneath the floor area that your feet rest on. Folding backrest, slides forward and back, nice and easy. Cool little seat option there.
Thanks so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the walkthrough of this 30-foot Super Sport Offshore Pilothouse. Please like, share, and subscribe, and check out our channel for more info on our other boats or on wooldridgeboats.com.